Guys, if this content has given you value or entertainment or both, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It really helps with the algorithm and helps this content get seen by more people. Thanks. This is a unique watercolor sketchbook. It sports 300 GSM cold pressed white cotton paper. It's a flat lay book with a hardback cover made of literal stone. This is the SM-LT Stonebook, a premium watercolor sketchbook. Just off the bat, I'm going to do another dark forest painting just because they're easy and I can do them and not mess up. Not that I have the fear of the first page, but I do want something on the first page that I kind of go, okay, that looks pretty good. Like even if I messed it up, it will still be a decent looking piece. So that would be my first page for this book. SMLT, they make their own paper products, and this is their own paper. So this isn't like Fabriano or Behung or any of that. This is their own stuff, and 100% cotton. You know, we stand 100% cotton over here. Said as if I'm a professional at this, but I do know how cotton paper is supposed to react, and so far, so good. Real quick, because I know there's some artists out there who want to know this, the inside, front, and back covers are the same texture as the paper, so you can paint on the interior covers if you choose to do that. You want to do a 2-page spread or something like that to open the book up. Now, I really like this paper because it's 300 GSM cold press, but the paper texture is actually kind of smooth. It's not hot press smooth. The texture isn't as pronounced as, say, with the Behung or Paul Rubens or even the Fabriano. It's actually, it's decently smooth. I could draw on this pretty easily. I mean, if you're using, say, a dip pen with one of the sharper nibs, you might get caught up in the texture here, but most other things should be fine on this paper. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. This is a premium sketchbook. It's not cheap, and ironically, it's not the most expensive. This will run you $50 on Amazon. It's $48 right now. With tax and everything, it's a little over $50. You obviously do not need this to be a great watercolor artist. This is a treat yourself kind of thing. This is something you get to enjoy it for yourself. This is up there with things like the Koval and the Archidemi, which actually the Archidemi will cost you $70 depending on where you're living. I live in the US, so get it over here. It's going to cost an extra $20 on top of the $50 that it costs for the product itself. So yeah, so if you want to buy yourself a late Christmas gift or get one for somebody else, this might be an option for you. Now, I had the Moleskine watercolor journal. I think I actually showed that in one of my videos, and I messed it up. Ink got into the seams and got all into the, it was bad. It was a problem. So I actually just ended up tossing it. And again, Moleskines aren't cheap. I mean, they're not super expensive. They're not $50 expensive. They ain't cheap either. So that wasn't fun. I'm not going to pretend like it was my favorite or anything, but I would have did something with it. But I do really like this, and I do plan to get an Archidemi and probably a Koval in the future. And I'll probably go ahead and get a Behung as well because I actually like Behung paper. I really do like Behung paper. I know it's got its flaws, but for the most part, it works. I haven't had any problem with Behung, so I'll probably get that too. But that's in the future, and before I do any of that, I plan to get better at watercolor, which in the ideal world is something you want to do before you get a book like this. Just, heads up, big brain stuff right there. But I really got this to review on the channel. One of the things that helps a small channel like this is to review things that a lot of people haven't reviewed or aren't reviewing. What also helps is if you like the video, to actually like the video and subscribe if you like this kind of content. But I'm sure one of the reasons this isn't being reviewed a lot is the price. The softcover Strathmore 500 mixed media book, even though it's only 190 GSM, it's 100% cotton, and people use it for watercolor with no problem. I see a ton of people doing watercolor with it all day. So there's that. Now, the cover is made of EcoStone, which is recycled pieces of marble and granite, stuff like that. So, like, say somebody's fixing something and they have to they're cutting marble tile. Well, the stuff that they cut off, they take that and recycle it and they turn it into EcoStone. I don't know if there's any marble in here, but whatever it is, it's nice, got a good weight to it. It's slightly heavier than cardboard, but it's really solid. Like if you try to bend it back or something, like you'll feel it. Some serious stuff here. You know, I'm surprised Teal hasn't reviewed this. You know, the Asian dude that does all the watercolor sketches, he has a big channel. And he has a lot of the premium watercolor sketchbooks. So I'm surprised he hasn't said anything about this. Now, the stone cover, you can probably argue, is a gimmick. But the important thing is, how does the paper hold up? And you've been watching me use it all this time. The paper responds well. I like the fact that it's not too textured. You can do your wet on wet stuff on here, no problem. The only problem is actually with me. I wish I could have gotten that moon brighter, got it to shine the way I wanted it to shine. But what you're gonna do? There's many more pages in this book to try to get it right. Super high quality stuff. Again, really like this paper. 300 GSM, but not too textured. So I definitely like that, if nothing else. That's it, guys. If you like the video, give it a like. If you like this kind of content, subscribe and leave any comments in the comment section. If you'd like one of these, I have an affiliate link in the description. You all take it easy. Nathan Brendan Masters. Hasta.